Never forgive these 3 betrayals in relationships. According to Stoic philosophy, there are wounds in life that scar deeper than physical injury. Among them, betrayal by someone you love, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, can be the most corrosive. Stoicism, often misunderstood as emotional detachment, does not ask you to suppress your hurt. Rather, it teaches you to honor it with clarity, discipline, and unwavering self-respect. Not all wrongdoings are equal. Some betrayals are so severe that forgiving them doesn't make you noble, it makes you vulnerable to further harm. These are the betrayals a Stoic must never tolerate, for to forgive them is to abandon reason, boundary, and dignity. Here are 3 such betrayals, each explained through the lens of Stoic wisdom. 1. Betrayal of loyalty. When they side against you in private or public. If someone can turn on you when you're not around to defend yourself, they were never standing with you to begin with. The Stoics teach that we must accept the nature of others, but we are not required to keep them in our inner circle. Loyalty is not about blind allegiance, but about shared principle and mutual respect. When someone chooses to gossip behind your back, expose your vulnerabilities, or publicly side with your enemies, they are making a silent declaration. You are disposable. This betrayal is not a mistake, it's a character flaw. Stoic response. Epictetus reminds us, you are not disturbed by events, but by your interpretation of them. In this case, let your interpretation be sharp. Betrayal of loyalty signals misalignment of values. Remove them from your inner sphere without anger, but with finality. Never give repeat access to those who secretly cheer for your downfall. 2. Betrayal of intimacy. When they weaponize what you once confided. There is no greater act of vulnerability than sharing your truth with someone. Your fears, your traumas, your past failures. It is the ultimate gift of trust. When a partner, friend, or family member later uses that against you, during conflict, gossip, or manipulation, it is a spiritual violation. Stoicism teaches that you cannot control the actions of others, but you can control what you allow, enable, and excuse. To forgive this type of betrayal is not strength, it's self-abandonment. Stoic response. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Do not stoop to their level. Instead, honor the pain as a signal. This person is unsafe. Withdraw with grace, but do not re-offer what they already violated. You don't owe second chances to those who used your soul as ammunition. 3. Betrayal of intent. When love was a lie to gain control. Some people never loved you, they studied you. They mirrored your values, desires, and emotional needs not to build something sacred, but to gain control. This betrayal is harder to spot, because it wears the mask of affection. It's only after the damage is done that the mask slips, and you see the manipulation for what it was. This is the most devastating betrayal of all, when love was just a strategy. A Stoic never denies reality, no matter how painful. This is not about vengeance, it's about regaining clarity. Forgiving this betrayal can trap you in a cycle of self-doubt, false hope, and dependency. Stoic response. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." But once reality reveals itself, you must not imagine the best in someone who showed you the worst. Stop justifying their behavior. Stop romanticizing your pain. You were betrayed, not because you were unworthy, but because they were unprincipled. Forgive yourself for not seeing it sooner. But never forgive the act that sought to conquer your dignity. The Stoic Code. Self-respect. Above sentiment. Forgiveness is often praised as a virtue, but Stoicism sees virtue as right action, not emotional self-sacrifice. When betrayal crosses a sacred boundary, forgiveness is no longer healing, it becomes compliance. True Stoic strength is not in suppressing pain, but in letting it instruct you. You are not cold for walking away. You are not heartless for enforcing consequence. You are not cruel for protecting your peace. You are simply, finally, awake. Final thought. The Stoic man or woman does not cling to illusions. They see betrayal clearly, and respond not with rage, but with finality and inner order. These 3 betrayals, of loyalty, intimacy, and intent, must never be forgiven, because doing so teaches others that your dignity is negotiable. And for a Stoic, dignity is everything.